Hey, Time Slicers, welcome to Slice Squad Spills. I'm your host, Nikki Wildflower. I went from a basement apartment to a multiple seven-figure empire. Now I'm here to share how you can do it too. Hello and welcome to Slice Squad Spills. I am your host, Nikki Wildflower, and I'm here with my sister, Jackie, and I am in a potato mood.
So, yeah, me too. We're in bad moods.
I'm in a bad mood. It's not great today, which, I can still turn it around. It's fine. But shit. Like being a business owner is just difficult sometimes. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing terrible has happened. It's just the day to day. And I'm sure everyone who listens to this,
can
has
relate
felt
to that
before.
Yeah.
Also, my eyeliner looks like absolute shit.
It's really bad. I was going to tell you before, but I forgot. It's like a mountain on one eye.
I know, because when you start doing it wrong and then all of a sudden it's just you just keep making it thicker, but it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. So
she made a peak and valley.
It's a super peak and valley, and there's one part that's coming out. It's makes
you
no
just
sense.
Have a triangle on your eye.
It's hella one of those things that I'm gonna look back on in years and be like, you should have really taken the time to fix that, So this episode, I want to talk, a little bit about, not even a little bit. I want to talk a lot about efficiency in general. And I know you're going to think I've heard this before, and maybe you have, but I really, really, really want to dive into what working smarter can actually do for your business. So yesterday I worked behind the chair. Recently I read something on the internet that says, Nikki Wildflower doesn't even work behind the chair. I found that out through a friend. And how could she teach hairstylists? And I'm just this is super weird because I literally do.
You've literally never stopped.
None of the shit is true. It's so crazy what people say. And oh my God, fuck that. But anyway, I'm I literally do. So anyway, yesterday when I was working behind the chair, which I don't do apparently, I had 3 clients, right? I worked a 6-hour day. Is that not enough to be considered working behind the chair? I'm not sure. But I did 3 high ticket clients in that time. Okay. So client number 1, she came in and it was a move up, right? So I took out her extensions. I colored her extensions. She said, do whatever you want. So I custom colored her extensions and I put them back in, washed her hair, the whole 9. She ended up, blew it out, styled it. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, that's a high ticket service. And it took me 2 hours from start to finish to do all of that.
Did you custom color her hair as well, or just the extensions?
I just to touch up on her roots, but I custom colored the extensions, about 8 different colors.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really cool.
It was like a vivid transformation, right?
Yeah, it was vivid, right? And it looked incredible and she was so happy. The next client that comes in has a bob. I remove her extensions, which were longer extensions, and which takes me 15 minutes to remove them. I applied color on her hair. I didn't need half of the extensions that I was formerly using on her hair because I thought your hair is long enough now. So let me just put in some extensions on the side to elongate your bob, basically, and make it look good and rock this for a little while. So I did that. I custom colored a couple of smaller extensions to a peach color, and I put back in her 4-inch wide extensions on either side. So there was 3 rows, that a haircut, hair color, the whole 9. That took me an hour and a half from start to finish.
Damn.
I still managed to get in some computer work. Then I had another client come in. I did a removal of 3 full rows and a reinstall of those 3 rows. I was done by 3:30. I started at 9. I was done by 3:30. Wait, I was done by 3, not 3:30. But I stayed, I cleaned up, and then I disassociated for 15 minutes in the chair. I have to do that, right? When I'm done, I just
before
have
you
to,
go home.
I'm just oh, I love my job, but I just sit there in the chair and stare into the abyss and maybe scroll on my phone a little bit. It's just routine for me. And
because you don't have a long drive. I get to dissociate on a 40-minute drive home after
no, because I live 2 seconds away from the salon, so I don't have that luxury any longer. So I just sit there and I'm and then I clean up because I need a minute. Anyway, so this is $1,600 worth of services. Nobody got new hair or anything like that. This is $1,600 worth of services that I was able to do without double booking, without stressing myself out, anything like that in 6 hours.
Yeah. Imagine you could
did I do the math wrong?
$1,600 in 6 hours. I don't know.
No, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. 6 hours, right?
Yeah, 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you count number? Like you do 9 to 10, 10 to...
Did I do that out loud?
Skip the first... Yeah, but like you're just supposed to skip the first one. So like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. You just skip the first one and then you could just count regular.
This is what I've been doing my whole life. So I am like extremely neurodivergent, as you know. So this is what I have to do in my head. You're taking an
extra step that you don't have to take.
Right. So like even when I'm doing time, when I'm doing time, that's what I do. So let's say I start working at 1 o'clock. I say 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and I use my fingers. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7.
Okay, well, life hack, skip the first hour. So like if you started at 1, don't count 1 and start at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it works the same. I promise.
I don't know. Like that's making me anxious for some reason because I've been doing it like this my whole life.
Okay.
Just to get by, it's hard out here. So this is basically, now I only work behind the chair 1 day a week, right? Is that enough for you?
No.
I work behind the chair 1 day a week. Sometimes more. So sometimes I'll like pick up clients on off days when I can, like a Friday or Thursday, whatever. But I'm like, if it's an extension client, 100%, I'm going to do it. Those are the ticket sizes that I was able to do in a 6-hour appointment. I mean, in a 6-hour day. So working faster is incredibly lucrative, even if not extensions, even with just hair color. If you can get your like 3-hour appointments down to 2 hours, what does that make possible for you?
And you see one additional client per day at a $300 price point, plus gratuity, plus potentially retail. Like it makes a really big difference month over month.
Yeah, that's really it. That's really all I have to say about that. But that, and then like you should pre-do your consultations. One way that I screwed up is I should have had that client like drop off her extensions to me the day before, but I didn't know that we were changing. Yeah, but I didn't know that we were changing the color. So whatever, it was fine. It still only took 2 hours start to finish, and it just looked like $1 million, really. So
yeah.
The ability to do that, and then on top of it, you do upsells. On top of it, you sell retail. Like there's just imagine the possibility. Like somebody who works full time behind the chair, even like 4 days working on that type of thing, you could be making like $6K a week, $7K a week.
And we see it all the time. Like
and we do see it.
Our clients make that much money.
So like, what is you doing?
And like efficiency in general, like even with your systems is so incredibly important as a business owner. I'm assuming you didn't become a business owner specifically to work nonstop. I'm assuming you knew that you'd have a never-ending to-do list as a business owner, right? But that being said, there are still ways to work smarter and not harder, even on your system side. Like, can you set up automations so that your clients receive their confirmations not from a manual confirmation, but like from an automatic text, right? Can you take care of the consults before they get there, so that you're spending less time in the space? Can you specifically market to your services that take the littlest amount of time, but are at the highest price point, right?
Yeah.
And book most of your clients in there. Like there are ways to become efficient all around so that you can have autonomy. I think most people who go into business ownership are driven, right? Motivated. And then they also want freedom. Like, why do you not want to work for somebody else? Wouldn't it just be easier to walk in the door, do the hair, do the whatever you do and walk out? Yeah, sure. It would be easier, but that's not the path that you chose. And I'm assuming a big part of that is because you like freedom. And so efficiency being so lucrative, like behind the chair is huge, but also like in business, right? Can you solidify? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
That's not the right word.
I was on such a good roll. That was not the right word. Oh my gosh.
Can you
efficiency?
Are there other ways of being efficient outside of just the service time itself? And it really comes down to doing the maximum value in the least amount of physical time so that you're not trading time for money constantly.
Right. Even with marketing, like batching out your content. Can you just batch your content, like time block for 1 hour and batch create your content for the week? Schedule it out. Guess what? You don't have to fucking focus on marketing. ever again the rest of the week, because it takes up mental space, time, energy that you could be using elsewhere, either with your family or putting into your business, right?
Right, exactly. So that's another way that becomes relevant. So, and even just like having those, like I said, like the high ticket efficient services that are like, okay, I can do a lot in this little period of time. So like if I were a lash artist, for example, I would be thinking about how I could give somebody the most value in the shortest amount of time. Is there a way to make that happen? And that's the service that I would go all in on.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that simple. And I think that people overcomplicate it, and you don't need to. It's like you could be making probably 8 times the amount of money if you just got out of your own way. And I'm just going to say, just like, no, because I'm in a mood. So I was just going to say, and just like, shut the fuck up and make the changes. Like, I'm not even saying.
This is where like our last episode like really feeds into this. Like if you don't have an offer that like you can do in the same amount of time, that's a higher value to your ideal client, craft one. What does your ideal client, like what problem do they need solved? Can you add all of those bells and whistles in a service that takes you the same amount of time as your lowest ticket service? And then just market that 80% of the time? Yes, you can do that. So just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So that's it. I know that it's a short episode, but it's our 3rd one this month. So I think.
No, I don't think so. But should we really quickly talk about the Great Wolf Lodge?
Yeah.
Just
I hit my head
to like
on the
share,
slide.
just to share.
Is that what you were going to tell them?
Stuff. I was going to tell the audience that we met at an Airbnb.
Yes.
And Nikki's kids met my son, their cousin, for the first time, and it was the cutest thing ever. And then we went to the Great Wolf Lodge, and Nikki hit her head going down a water slide because she went limp noodle on one of those like face forward.
I know.
Slides where you have to hold on to the handlebars on the thing you're laying on.
Do you know what I really think threw it off? And as I look at this like big mark on my head that is not going to go away, what really threw it off is like from the way that I saw it walking up there, I didn't know that it was like a curvy. I thought I was going to be going straight down. Down. I was mentally prepped to go straight down. So imagine my surprise when I'm like holding on to the thing like I'm going to go straight down, and like my body and my muscles are like, we're going straight, but then there's a big curve. So yeah, I slammed my head into the slide, and it was so crazy because I immediately started cracking up because I'm the only dumbass that this could possibly happen to. Like, I guarantee no one has done this before. And then I got off the slide and I was just like, I was about to pee in the water because I couldn't stop laughing.
It's really funny because like there's little kids going down this water slide, like,
and I can't figure it out.
Like little like 5-year-old kids going down, and Nikki somehow smashing her head.
I went down at the same time as a dad and his 5-year-old, and I was like, "How am I supposed to sit on this thing?" And they're like, "Oh, you go on your stomach." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I do that. I'm ready to go straight down, ready for action, and then nope, that's not how it went.
Twirly, twirl, bang, bang, bang. That's what happened.
Basically, yeah. It was really funny. So that's me. That's what I do.
And another fun thing is that we're hosting a retreat in a week.
Oh, next weekend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We are hosting a retreat. I'm really excited.
A business and
that.
breathwork one. It's going to be very fun.
That's something I'm prepping for too, actively. So
me too.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that. That just reminded me that I have so much to do because also my mom's coming to visit, like kind of insanity.
Oh, yeah. So, Lillian, we're giving you a whole lot of value in half the time today. Okay? Like, yeah, I'm talking quarter of the time.
Slice your timing in half. So, no, really just like listen to me when I tell you to find ways to work faster. Not just find ways, I literally hand them to you. I literally give you the ways. And if you don't have my essentials training right now, let me get you the phone number that you can call and just say, or my blueprint training or any of my freebies. You should definitely text this number. Hold on. 970-610-0469 and just comment the word. And you can just text anything. It's me. It's either going to be me or my team that answers, like actual humans. So you could say whatever you got to say, you know?
You could say, listen to the podcast, give me the free trainings.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that. That's really all I got. Text the number. Peace, love, and gratitude.
Like, subscribe, and share. We love you guys. And sorry that we are just potato bananas today. That's just where we're at.
See you next. week or something.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Slice Squad Spills. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe, leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback is going to help us improve and attracts more listeners to the show. Please share with your fellow time slicers. And hey, if you're ready to optimize your time and double your income, we've got you covered.